Hello, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be discussing about my reaction to the Canelo versus Caleb Plant fight. So let's begin. So this was a pretty good fight, considering that it was the undisputed championship, okay, and it included the best pound for pound fighter and a good ass fighter in his prime. I'm not gonna say good ass, a pretty decent fighter in his prime, okay. Caleb Plant is not that good, okay, but still, I think this was a pretty good fight to watch, okay. Caleb Plant did get some Canelo some trouble in the beginning rounds, considering that we all expected Canelo to walk through Caleb, considering that Caleb hasn't fought many elite fighters, but Caleb Plant did hold out on his own, okay. However, it was pretty obvious what the outcome was going to be, okay? During the first rounds, Caleb Plant was giving Canelo some trouble, okay? That was expected, okay? Because Caleb, if you look at his fights, he has a style that can trouble Canelo at least a little bit, okay? He began using his fast jab and stuff, keeping Canelo out of reach. But Canelo's at times it looks like he can get in reach, okay? Um, Caleb Plant wasn't moving enough for my liking. Okay, if Caleb wanted to hold off for like at least finish the fight and make it on the scorecards, he should have moved a little bit more. Okay, Caleb should have been like. People will be like judging him for probably running and stuff, but like if I was Caleb, I would have tried to avoid the body shots from Canelo at all times. Okay, and here's another thing, okay? It doesn't matter if you're 6 foot. Canelo, if you're 6 foot, that might be a disadvantage for you against Canelo, okay? Caleb Plant is 6'1", okay? Just look at it, his body right over here. That's a lot of room to hit, okay? Considering that Caleb Plant doesn't have the longest arms in the world, okay, or the biggest muscle. However, really, this was a Canelo masterclass, honestly. Um, Canelo, although he had some trouble in the first rounds, he did manage to get in the body at times. He did manage to get some hooks in. Um, there were times where Caleb Plant's defense was good, but really, if you want to beat Canelo, you have to move. Okay, you have to have lots of footwork. Okay, Caleb Plant, although he had decent footwork, I wouldn't like to say he has great footwork, but look, if you want to give Canelo some trouble, you gotta move and you gotta move smart, okay? Not just the borderline running, okay? You have to be moving smart, like let's say a certain Floyd Mayweather, okay? You need to be moving around and stuff. You need to be using your jab. Caleb Plant was using his jab a lot. However, at times I felt like he needed to throw that right hand too because, look, Caleb Plant does not have that much power. Okay, we all know that, and this fight certainly proved it. Okay, Caleb Plant doesn't have the most power in his hands. Okay, he's not gonna be like knocking out people left and right and stuff. He's a fighter who damages you with a lot of shots. Okay, and this is what Caleb Plant should have done, okay? He should have jabbed Canelo, okay? Let's say Canelo tries to get in and close, okay? If there's enough room left, you can use a straight and you can keep Canelo off, okay? However, if let's say Canelo is getting near you, you can use a left hook, okay? I would say the body, okay? Because if you use the body, you can certainly hit Canelo, okay? Canelo has very elite head movement, which is another thing of why Canelo is such an elite fighter, okay? Really, this fight was pretty good to see, okay? However, we all know Canelo is pound for pound the best fighter in the world, okay? Um, once that 10th round was over, I was then thinking to myself, Caleb Plant wasn't throwing enough and stuff. I was like, this fight is over in the next round. And I was right, okay? Canelo, all he had to do was just put up some good shots. Boom, Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant. I think a body shot was the thing that led to Canelo drop Plant, and then he got him in the head, and then he got up Then he got him in the head and stuff. He started punching him, and then he fell. When Caleb Plant got up, he was all wobbly and stuff, and it was pretty obvious for everybody he was already out, down and out. Considering the power puncher that Canelo is, that's all you needed to do. Just get up to Plant, punch him all you want, and then boom. Really. Uh, Canelo's pound for pound the best fighter in the world. Okay. Should Canelo defend his undisputed crown for some time? I think so. Yeah. If there's another fight I think Canelo should but try to do, I believe is do the David Benavidez fight. Okay. Many people are saying Canelo is ducking David Benavidez. If I were Canelo, I would have fight David Benavidez. Um, he's a young fighter, okay? It's I don't know too much about David Benavidez, but I've heard he's good, okay? Hopefully he's a guy who can give Canelo lots of trouble, okay? Because look, we all want to see a good fight, okay? Uh, what can else be next for Canelo? A Triple G3? Would that be a good fight? I do not know, okay? Because Triple G will have to come up to the 168 pound division. Triple G's old. We all know that. And his fights after the Canelo 2 fight haven't been too good, okay? He hasn't fought very good opponents, okay? Like Canelo has. Like Canelo's fought the likes of Danny Jacobs. He has fought the likes of, I don't know, Callum Smith. He has fought pound for pound fighters like Caleb Plant and Billy Joe. He has, well, Sergey Kovalev, obviously, that's another fighter he has fought. So Canelo has taken lots of good fights that many people are saying that he has ducked those opponents and he has fought them and boom, he has defeated them. Okay, um, okay, he can fight David Benavidez. He can fight Golovkin for a third time. Who can he fight as well? Uh, if Jamal Charlo is willing to get up, if I get up and weight, I would probably fight Jamal Charlo. There's not too many fights I believe that Canelo can just do, okay? Because obviously he needs to be fighting elite level competition, okay? Because if not, many people in Mexico are criticizing Canelo of his era not being the greatest, and if he's fighting all these fighters who, let's say, who are average at best, there's gonna be more criticism in that, okay? So yeah, um, I believe Canelo is the best fighter of his generation. Look, many people can say, "Oh yeah, but Triple J, like he defeated Canelo twice." Look, I watched both fights. Okay, I believe that Triple G won the first one, and the second one, I believe it was a draw. Okay, if okay, however, you have to look up more than just that fight, those two fights that were between them. Okay, you have to look at other fights between that they had against other fighters. Okay, Triple G isn't fighting against Canelo. Who has he really fought him against? He has fought against Danny Jacobs. He has fought him against. He hasn't fought against too many big name opponents. However, Canelo, at the other hand, has fought the likes of. He has obviously fought in the likes of Triple G. He has fought in the likes of Danny Jacobs as well. He has fought in the likes of Billy Joe. He has fought in the likes of Caleb Plant. He has fought in the likes of Sergey Kovalev. He has fought in the likes of Miguel Cotto. He has fought in the likes of let me see. He has obviously fought Floyd Mayweather once, but he obviously is also, we cannot give him too much credit for that. He has fought in Austin Trout, which is a very dangerous fighter, okay? He fought him when he was very young, okay? When Canelo was very young, okay? Um, who, who has he fought him against as well? He has fought against the both Smiths. He has fought against them. He has fought in. He was fighting against some pretty decent opposition, okay? So really, if you're gonna be comparing these two, if you're gonna be comparing Triple G and Canelo, you have to look at more than just the two fights between them. You have to look at other fights, okay? So I say Canelo is the best fighter of his generation, okay? Um, I think he should be fighting at least three more times, and then he can hang up the gloves for good. He can hang up the gloves right now. We can look at him in a very positive way because Canelo is a very good fighter, okay? So, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.